With a push to help people in need, it's tonight's cover story. It's been 60 years since President Lyndon Johnson declared a war on poverty. But for many in the Lake Norman area, the fight continues. We're talking about places you might not expect: Cornelius, Davidson, and the Huntersville neighborhoods. According to the Ada Jenkins Center, 1 in 20 people who call Lake Norman home are living at or below the poverty level. The center wants to reduce that number by half by 2030. Tonight, our Dedrick Russell joins a tour that's shedding light on the hidden needs in northern Mecklenburg County, and it's tonight's cover story.
The Ada Jenkins Center has been busy educating churches, business groups, and other organizations through these Need in the North van tours.
And here's Potts Barbershop.
Harold Rice Jr. has been the center's CEO for 4 years.
This is making a huge difference. When I first came here, you had a lot of funders to tell me there's no need in the North. And so I asked them to come out with me on the van.
And so they did. Last year, about 12 tours took place. This year, the demand continues.
This is a beautiful area with the lake, and it does bring a lot of money to this area here. And the only way we can get our people to see the needs of the community is to get them out serving in this community.
After seeing the need, many got on board. So far this year, about 600 volunteers are now helping their neighbors live a better life. Manuel Rosado is executive director of the Neighborhood Care Center. It helps connect volunteers to people in need of food, students in need of tutoring, and seniors in need of assistance.
There is a need. It's just looking for it, because when you find it, you're going to have to make a decision, either to engage or ignore.
During this Need in the North van tour, these numbers are shared. Listen to this. Nearly 6,000 people in this area had to get assistance to get groceries. More than 250 families were in need of emergency financial assistance, and 56 people who were homeless in this affluent area had to get connected to critical services.
I worked in the schools in the community for 48 years, and I continue to see poverty bloom and grow.
Ruby Houston has lived in Davidson all her life, and she is still fighting for the stability of her community.
I'm concerned about education, but I'm concerned also that the senior citizens are not overlooked, because the senior citizens, this is a community where we are a senior community, and we must take care of our seniors to keep them here in this town. So it has to be affordable.
It's been tough for seniors trying to hold on to their homes.
The evals of the taxes have went up anywhere from 150% to 200%, which can cause people to lose their homes due to tax increases.
Lisa Mayhew Jones also grew up in this area.
My great-grandmother's house was still here, my grandparents' house was still here, and I still have cousins that live in the communities.
Have you seen any families had to move and leave this area because they just could not afford it?
Yeah, there are some that have to leave, but then they end up down in Charlotte, which it takes you away from some of your family.
Does it hurt you to see that?
It does. As I say, I get very passionate talking about my community because I know it made me what I am today.
Neighbors know change will come. That's why they are working on a plan so that change won't push people out.
Now we know gentrification will happen, but what we're trying to do is deem our community historical to kind of help with that, and also to bring homes back in that are affordable, that don't raise the taxes up so quickly.
This tour shows the war on poverty in Lake Norman is not over.
The war is still going on, and people are not stop fighting. Nonprofits are here to help. We're continuing the fight. But again, I just think it looks different in this area. We have homelessness here in this area. We don't have tent cities.
Rice is doing all he can to prevent a tent city popping up here. He says Ada Jenkins Center has some unused land.
We are in conversations now about how we use this space for affordable housing, because we have to be a part of the solution as well.
Until the war on poverty is won, these tours will continue. Rice says they have to.
Not everybody has supplemental support, and so we are that for the families.
On the van tour, Dedrick Russell, WBTV, on your side tonight.
An important story. Dedrick, thanks.